Hey, Dr. Spanky. Hey, Dr. Hartman. I'm responding to the cluster of questions from number 2. What role has feedback played in your experience as a student teacher? And how have I reflected upon this and evolved in accordance or despite of? Well, let me tell you. I met with you, Dr. Spanky, for coffee. I shared a lot of my experiences, how I've been faring, and Dr. Hartman, you have been updated as to what I'm experiencing day to day. And feedback is constant, whether that's from students or other faculty. Amy Ryder has been someone that has offered me guidance and has been very supportive throughout my time here. And the feedback that I have received professionally is having thicker skin, whether that be with students or with other faculty members, because we are all just rolling through this day full of decision making. And that is one of the pieces of advice that was shared with me by Miss Lecky, was that day by day, I truly didn't believe that before because of how much planning and preparation is involved. And yes, that is a factor, but that makes your day for the next so much smoother to prepare. And some of the lesson plans that I have created, well, this is just one assignment from a lesson plan I created for Romeo and Juliet. My feedback here from Miss Coles was that, it ought to be longer. There ought to be some game format in which the students can interact and make it a little more fun. And something that I did was just have students annotate the prologue and identify figurative language within their annotations. But something that I was lacking here, and this is very valuable feedback that I have received, is making our lessons more interactive in like a game format. Gamification is something that is extremely effective within young people just because of the way that we have been brought up with technology and our attention span shifting. And so the feedback that I've received, I've been turning things into games, whether that be throwback, old school Jeopardy, which some of them don't even know what Jeopardy is, which is fine. It's just proof that I am getting older. And because I am getting older and more out of touch with these young people, I am using this feedback to influence the way that I operate. I may be in this college mindset of like super focused, like laser point, let's hit this objective. And yes, I want to hit it, but it doesn't have to be as serious of an informal or formative assessment, because students, they want to engage, but they want to engage in a way that keeps their attention. And so gamification was feedback that I received that I've truly been putting into action. And another piece of feedback that I have received from Ellie was our difference in experiences. So Ellie has had previous student teachers, and this is excuse me, my first time being a student teacher, so it's been a huge learning process for the students, Ellie and I. And over time, our relationship as coworkers has been more consistent in the ways that we prepare and operate, and I've been grateful for that, because the feedback that I received was that I ought to take more initiative. And I was evaluated as, proficient and pretty strong in all of these other aspects, like classroom management, addressing behaviors. But from Ellie's point of view, I needed to understand what initiative looked like, whether that would be just completely coming out of lesson plans out of the blue, or like things that I want to implement. And something that I'm very passionate about is speech and debate. So that is something that I will be using from the feedback that I received to show more initiative. And I have successfully secured a grant for $250 where I will be creating a rhetorical resource collection for the students. And that is one of the ways that I am going to use this feedback despite of or for the better good.